ikafikia hapo. But again, sasa, and yes, ni vizuri kuwa rafiki yako wewe mwenyewe, lakini unajua huko ulimwenguni huko, if you are going to be too careful, do you think you are going to get a friend, to have somebody that you can call a friend? Because remember also, there's a statement that Bishop Dana made yenye huwa inanifurahisha mpaka leo. Alisema hivi, and I want you people to go to our YouTube channel and listen to these things. Alisema wanadamu ni wambea. Okay? Wanadamu ni wambea naturally, you know. So usiende kwa mtu, there's nothing like telling somebody something in confidence. Yani hakuna hiyo. Wewe, if you reach that point, you know you have figured that point ya kuwa you just want to be vulnerable to this person, just be and let them be, because for sure you will hear it somewhere else. Na pia hiyo point ikatokezea kule kwa conference jana, you know, mtu anakimbia kwa pastor, anamwambia pastor, unajua yule fulani. So this pastor akawa anasema, me, this is how I handle it. Naambia, hii kitu umeniambia, hii yenye umeniambia, nataka uwe comfortable enough nitakapomuita huyo mtu kuja kuongea, uongee vile unaongea. Na wengine wanasema basi hapana, mimi nimekuja kuambia tu in confidence. Lakini sasa tutasaidianaje? So it's a bit complex, you know, it's a bit complex, but sijui tutafanyaje so that
you know, you mentioned that, and earlier, I think on Thursday, yes, I got to attend a pastor's training in Shimoni, and it was a Shimoni pastors network where some organization brought in together different pastors in Shimoni, different denominations, together for a training, and the training was on leadership.
Okay.
And it was very profound. It is one of the few things I've done in a while, and I felt like, okay, these people felt the direct impact. So in leadership, this, I'm going to just dive a little bit deep, and then and because it was very profound for them. This is what we call leadership colors, leadership villages, the different traits that we have. So there's a red village, there's a yellow village, there's a green village, and there's a blue village, and each village has its distinct characteristics. And depending on your leadership position, there's what is your default village. Most decisive people, most focused people, direct, challenging, assertive people come from the red village. You find they are the ones who will rough you up. If you're going this way, they don't want to know, you're moving this way. And then we have the people who are from the yellow village, the talkative, expressive, lighthearted, sociable, they like to chat a lot.
That's yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have the green village. These are now the caring people. They are empathetic. They want to know how is your family, what is everyone doing. They are concerned. They are very informal, supportive, very patient. Very easygoing people. You can confuse them easily with the yellow, but they also preserve to themselves. Then we have the blue village, and then these are people. They are very reflective. They are observing, and they are analytical. The people love numbers. Conscious, and they like the formality, like you need to follow the procedure. This is what is laid in the policy, if it's a company, if it's a church, and they want to follow the exact thing that has been laid out. So, and when you look at it from that point, you're able to understand, okay, there are details on how you can do this. There's an exercise you do, answer a question, and you realize, okay, I'm from this village, I have a percentage in this village. So they were being trained and told, in your leadership, you have to know from which village you are from, which is your default. You may be a red, but when you're preaching, you need to be a yellow. People need to associate with you. People need to laugh with you. When you're in the leadership committee of the church, you need to learn about the numbers. You need to know what policies are being followed. But your comfort zone is red. So, but when you're a leader, you have to move from one village to another.
I love that. I love that.
So, linking it to today's brainstorm, how you're treated is more important. When you're self-aware, you learn how to stretch from one village to another. There was a metaphor that we gave them, a resting rubber band. On the default, is just relaxed. But that is not his default work. A leader, you're meant to stretch and change form. So there's a time you'll be needed to be the analytical person. There's a time you'll be needed to be the calm, reflective person. There's a time you needed to be the flamboyant, very joyful person. Because it's for you as a leader, especially when you're a pastor. And this, I could feel the impact real time, because they were like, we need to repent. We have been praying for people, telling them to walk on our people, while in reality we just need to understand them.
Unawawekea workshop, a whole workshop to come and take my people out of
exactly. So it's the same thing. Linking it to how you're treated. I think when you understand yourself, you're able to understand this person is from this village and this is how they act. So when you feel they are coming for you and they are overstretching you, you're able to tell them, okay, I'm not okay with this. I need you to do this for me. And when they understand themselves, they're able to. So to some degree, it goes back to self-awareness.
Oh, this is deep, eh? I didn't even think it's that deep, but this is very, very deep. Very deep. Talking about that rubber band. Johnson, si unajua wakati mwingine rubber na stretch mpaka na katika.
Yes. So that's it. We have burnouts when you're in your when you stretch out of your comfort zone too much. This is now you're trying someone, do these people like me? Maybe you're red and you're trying too much to be a yellow. You'll get to a place you snap. You have a burnout. You're like, I cannot take this anymore.
And that is okay. Sit there.
You learn as a leader. You have to learn to be balanced, because when you don't learn to balance, now you get to the point where you're having the burnouts. People feel like you're too much. You're overreacting to situations. So when you learn to balance, there's a time you feel, okay, this is too much. I need to step back.
Yeah, and I think balance is that ingredient that helps you to be very, very productive in whatever area. So if you are red and you find yourself that you need to be mix some yellow and green and the blue, usisahau kwa sababu but sometimes we do forget. I think we do forget our default, or maybe we have not known also. I think there are some people who do not know hawajijui that self-awareness thing you're talking about. Kuna watu tu hawajijui, you know, mtu unaingia mahali and you know there was one time my son aliona kuna vitu, you know, zile mnafanya job alafu zingine unakuta unakuja nazo nyumbani na nini. So akawa ameona kuna wakati nilipata a certain commendation na akaangalia hivi akasema mami, si ni uongo. Ni uongo. Yani unataka kuniambia hadi uko job, yani umepewa wewe. So we just look at so now today talking about the red, the blue, yes. And the now sasa hiyo imenikumbusha nasema wow. Yeah, that I think that's a very profound thing. Alikata akasema hii si wewe, mani wewe. So you know these days huwa nawaambia, si unajua ni wakubwa, nawaambia hakuna siku hata ukapewa miaka I don't know how many years utakuwa mama. So let me be, you know.
True.
Hakuna siku hata utageuka nao so that useme now mama I feel you. Now hakuna. So let me B. But that alikataa kabisa na akaambia ndugu zake, akaambia ati ona, kuna mmoja katika huwa yeye anaangalia tu anasema si mimi anasema mnasema, si mimi anasema mnasema, ona, you know, and walikataa ati mimi nime
Oh. So the interesting thing about the villages, you show up differently to each role in your life. And the same way you're saying, you're a mom, you are a pastor, you're a neighbor,
I'm a friend,
you're a friend. So to each person, there's someone who sees you as a red. There's someone who sees you as a blue. There's someone who sees you as a yellow, because that is how you show up for them. And so probably for your son, amekuzoea green, I'm a yellow.
Yeah.
And then this is something and I expect them to a red. They're like, there's no way mom is red. That is probably the reaction. So, and as you interact, niyo sasa hiyo self-awareness. Sometimes you stretch, you have to be a mother, you have to be a neighbor, you have to be a friend. Now you forget. So it's important.
You forget your default.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, please send in your thoughts. Send in your thoughts. What do you think?